Welcome back, everybody. This is June's vlog for 2026. Hope you guys had a happy, ooh, little spider on me. Look at that. Happy graduations. So happy graduation to you grads out there that's graduating or graduated. Um, and then happy early Father's Day if I don't get to you guys at that point in time. They're barking. So for month of June is kind of interesting. This is where most of your plants have hardened off at this point. Really a hard. What you could do is a couple of things like these. I'm not sure you can see this elm in front of me here. The elms here, you can actually start defoliating them at this point, cutting back pretty hard down to one or two of those leaf sets. You almost can shear them, or you can actually start picking the leaves off. You can see what I'm doing there. You can pick the leaves off, get more light, get more sun, more light, more air into your plants. You get the stronger growth in that secondary growth. And of course, in about a month or so, about July, if these things push out really strong, you can do this one more time. Again, start feeding them pretty seriously at this point. And then, of course, water. You gotta water your plants, especially when you're getting that summer heat. For wisterias, what I like to do, because they have compound leaves, so if you don't understand about compound leaves are when they have more than one leaf on a leaf set. So this is technically one leaf. A compound leaf means is multiple parts of the same. So what I like to do, especially on a wisteria, is the sets I usually cut in half. What that does, it's like leaf cutting. Let me just pluck a leaf. So in a regular leaf, you have that. In a compound leaf, what we're doing is basically we're cutting that surface area down to about 50%. So letting more air, more light into that plant. So in the wisteria, in this case, has compound leaves. What I'm doing for each leaf set, I'm cutting it down to about anywhere from 4 to 6, depending on its where it's positioned. Especially lower it is, I'm going to have more leaf set. Higher it is, less. So I have more light penetrating this plant. That's kind of the goal for month of June. So if you have wisteria, this is the one from out in oh geez, forgot this name already. Out in Lake Elsinore area, but it's doing pretty well. What I'm doing is I'm cutting back. And oh, almost forgot, flowering wise, if you want your wisteria to flower, and what I did notice is, especially the ones in the ground, the ones in the pot, still haven't figured it out yet, like 100%. But the ones in the ground, I noticed, if you cut them back too late in the fall, you'll lose your spring buds. And again, if you cut them a little too late also in the spring here, you can lose a summer. There's a chance that you get a second bloom in summertime, which I thought was kind of interesting. So that's this case if you have wisteria. If you don't have wisteria, it's okay. I have a couple on the ground right now, and they're not really like bonsai material. They're more like landscape trees. I got one really big one out in the field here. Oh shoot, I should clean my blades here. That one, I'm not sure how to get in a pot. I'm not sure if it's even showable as a tree. I think it's awesome as a landscape plant, but again, some wisterias are not meant to be bonsai material. So, but yeah, so that's really what I'm doing right now on this before it bakes. Of course, start watering your trees. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that. Of course, start watering your trees. We're getting that summer heat in Southern Cal. I'm doing about right now. We're getting about 80 degrees ish. So I'm doing about twice a day, and I'll hand water one more time for some trees that are just really suffering in this case, or not getting enough water on the automatic sprinkling system. I know some of the Princess persimmons, they don't like the water. That's kind of the first year I've noticed. It may be in need of repot at this point. That's my guess, or it might be some type of fungal that's going and attacking some of my trees. So I might have to address that just a little later. But that's what you should be doing here in late spring here. Of course, you might want to start looking at other trees that you want to work on. I should be carving my, what do you call it? The trident maple here in the corner. It has some branch structure that needs to be redone, and I think I need to go back and at this point carve those branches back a little bit, kind of reset some of the branches for another time. I might need some help actually. I'm not very very good in carving, cutting back at this point. The other trident that's in the ground at this point is pretty darn well. Oh, don't forget to turn your tree once in a while. You notice that it's pointing in a very particular direction because I haven't turned this tree in a while. So you should like turn your trees when you get a chance. So of course, trying to do those bits as you maintain your trees throughout the season. So that's pretty much what I'm up to this point. Of course, I'm leaving Japan soon, and I have someone watching the house and coming down to check my trees, of course. But if you're going on vacation, always have a backup plan, just in case something fails. You'll never know what's going on. I will be posting those videos as a travel vlog. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I'll put it on the channel. And if it does decently well, I might switch channels for a bit, but more travel related than bonsai related. But you'll see me travel with another family group through Japan. So I hope you guys enjoy that video when it comes out. Please support it. Then you can see how crazy traveling is with some younger kids and an adult that doesn't know what they're doing. So it'd be kind of interesting to see the arguments that happens. But other than that's a whole different story. Here are your your events coming up for the month of June. So coming up, actually end of this week, the Naka Memorial deadline's here. So if you like to submit a tree for that event, that is ending this week. I'll put that post right here for you guys. On Thursday, on next Thursday, excuse me, on June 18th, Ernie, Hasan will be our guest demonstrator. I think he's working on a Juniper for that day. I won't be there. I'll be in Japan at that point. And then if we come back in, that's it for June. There's nothing else in June that I have noticed. In the month of July, we have Mike Lane coming back from Florida, Fort Myers, Florida, as the CBS guest artist. He'll be our guest demonstrator on July 16th. July 18th, that's Saturday, there'll be a Christmas Joy. If you're a club member, you're invited to come by. That is happening here in this residence. You guys are all invited. You guys are a member of our club. Celebrate Christmas July and, of course, the infamous White Elephant Exchange. Also, that's kind of ends July that I know. There are probably events that's going to happen, but that's what I have so far. In August, really quick, August 1st and 2nd, the Orange County Bonsai Society is having their show at a brewery in Huntington Beach between 12 and 6, or 12 and 8, and 12 and 6 p.m. That'd be kind of interesting. That's a different kind of venue. I wonder if people under age of 18 can show up. Something I would have to ask. Of course, in August, we have between August 22nd, 23rd, the second week of Nisei Week, the John Naka Memorial Bonsai Exposition is going on in the LACC down right by Little Tokyo in LA, of course. And the two really big events going on the rest of this year or next year also is September 5th and 6th. That is Labor Day weekend. The U.S., the first annual, or not really annual, inaugural, excuse me, the first inaugural U.S. National Tropical Bonsai Exposition is happening in the Marriott West Chase in Houston. I'm planning to go there. Love to see you guys show up and really support Pedro Morales putting this first show together. So hope to see you guys some there. And of course, on February 6th and 7th, that's the first weekend of February 2027, the Pacific Bonsai Expo is happening at the Alameda Fairgrounds in Alameda. And that's of Jonas Dupuy. Oh, geez, I forget. Yeah, you know those people at this point. But that they're sign up, so sign up should be coming up soon. Hope I might be going. I haven't decided because it's not in San Francisco directly, so it's kind of hard to sell to the wives to say, hey, do you guys want to go? And kind of say it's a vacation, not just the bonsai stuff. So that ends our vlog for this month. I hope to see you guys very soon. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in Japan. Actually, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.